Hey guys, it's Jen and David right here.
How you doing?
There you go. Sorry, I got the camera in like a random little stand. Anyways, this will be the final and last Twilight book of the series that I own, which is Breaking Dawn. There's parts 1 and 2 in here, like from movie-wise as well. And as you can see with the cover, it's pretty much a chessboard type dealio. You know, I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I never could figure that out. I don't know if it's supposed to mean the Cullens and like the werewolves are the red. I never understood the cover, but let's get on with the book, shall we? So, what happens in the first part of the book, the same thing in the movies. I feel like there's no differences, except for some of the words that they say in the books, which never appears in the movies. It's Bella and Edward. They're getting married, finally. And all I can remember is basically, like, with it. Sorry.
Oh, I was looking at something. I didn't mean to do that.
Okay.
Looking at
Bella,
that passage.
yeah. Bella and Edward, they get married, and the wedding, it's in like a forest type thing, and it's pretty cool actually. Yeah, you can hold the book if you want to. They get married in the forest.
Isn't that a beautiful figure?
And it shows like the Cullens, their relatives are in there, the werewolves are in there, which is very surprisingly. Jacob's not there because he's nowhere to be found, because at the very beginning of movie and book wise, he pretty much, he pretty much gets the invitation to the wedding and he like runs away. Go figure. So, because he's still in love with Bella, you know, he's pissed. Anyways, after the wedding, at the reception, Bella meets the other part of Edward's family. Some of them are kind of concerned with her because she's still human, not vampire yet, so it's like, whatever. The werewolves come, and there's like a little fight going on between Jacob, who finally shows up. Him and Bella are dancing, like slow dancing, and he finds out that she's still going to change, and it becomes almost like a feud between them, and Edward's just like, whatever. Then they show the honeymoon scene, which is pretty interesting. There's like the whole Bella wants her virginity gone and stuff. It does happen. Let's just say book and movie-wise that I visioned was pretty much true. Like, it's a very romantic scene, I must say. Edward actually breaks the bed. Literally does. Like, right when Bella wakes up the next morning, it looks like a twister just hit. So, yeah. And then, I guess over time, a couple weeks go by, and she starts to notice that she's been getting sick and whatnot. So she comes to find out that she's pregnant very suddenly, and the baby, Renesmee, inside of her, she is growing way too fast, and Edward has to rush her back to the Cullens' house because they can't figure out what the hell is going on. They come to find out that the baby is growing insanely large, and it needs blood and stuff, so it's almost like sucking the life out of Bella herself. So that's pretty crazy. Can I just have the book? Thank you. I needed like this like inspiration. So yeah, like there's certain parts where during part 1 that the baby's inside Bella, where Renesmee's like eating away at Bella's like insides and whatnot, because she's growing and she's hungry, so she wants blood. So what more is she to do? So Jacob comes about, you know, everybody's like frantic, Bella's getting sick, and even during the movie, during the whole where she looks pale and sick, it's not makeup, it's actually computerized, which I was kind of shocked about, because I was like, they couldn't do like prosthetic makeup, or they couldn't do better special effects makeup. I don't know. She did look pretty pale, Kristen Stewart, so that was kind of funny. They finally decide to give her blood for the baby, and it's very funny. She tastes it, and she's like, wow, that was really tasty. It's like, okay. Then at the very end of part 1, you know, the wolf pack, they want to get rid of Bella, I guess, on about if Bella dies, then the treaty's over, then they're going to fight to the death, the Cullens and the werewolves. I don't understand that, but whatever. We'll just go with that. So Bella's stomach is getting bigger and bigger. Then at the very end of part 1, she pretty much, like, the baby, it's literally killing her, literally, on the inside, so she dies, and Edward tries to bring her back to life. It's a very emotional scene. Like, the whole birth scene, even in the movie, was pretty graphic, I must say. I almost got sick during it. It was that graphic. So, yeah, that'd be on part 1. In part 2, Bella, she finally becomes vampire form, and she looks a hell of a lot better in vampire form than in human form, because in human form, she was very stubborn and very nothing, and in vampire form, she's much more stronger, she's much more powerful herself, she feels better about herself, she's much more in tune with herself, so that's great. And she loves being a vampire, I must say. I mean, who wouldn't? Except for the whole sparkly thing. Yeah. She goes on her very first hunt, which turns out great, with Edward. She meets Renesmee. Pretty cool. The Cullens want to try and keep Renesmee away from her since she's a newborn vampire. She thinks Bella's going to attack and kill her baby. I don't get it. But Renesmee, she comes to find out, Bella comes to find out that Jacob imprinted on Renesmee, which means, even in the movie, people thought, oh, imprinting, that basically means that they're going to, like, be sexually active in the future. No, that's not what it means. It means that he's protecting Renesmee. So, yeah, a lot of people thought that was awkward, I guess. I don't know. Then, let's see, Renesmee, she's basically growing at an extreme rate for such a young child. And she just keeps growing and growing. Even in part 1 where she keeps growing inside of Bella, she's still growing. She can't stop for the life of her. I don't know. Kind of find out that about the Volturi, they come to find out that about Renesmee, so they think that she got bitten by Edward and Bella instead of just being inside of Bella and getting pregnant and all that stuff. So, instead of being born, not bitten, they think, okay, we need to do this. So there's like big war coming on between the Volturi and the Cullens, and they get their relatives to come and help them with all their special abilities. It's quite cool. I must say, guys will love it, just like Eclipse. Guys will love the fight scene. It's pretty cool. I don't know. Me and Dave have both seen it. What did you think of the fight scene in the movie? He had his headphones in the whole time. What did you think of the fight scene in Breaking Dawn Part 2, where the Volturi find the Cullens and whatnot?
Well, technically, I like all of those movies and stuff, even though it's not real. I still like to look at it.
The fight scene
is really cool.
Yes, the fight scene in both Eclipse and Breaking Dawn Part 2 are quite good for guys to be all like awesome over there, to be very like riled up over, I guess.
One thing I do love about it is the females are always very girly.
Yes, that's true.
I love them.
But yeah, you know, it's like a big fight scene at the end. In the book compared to movie, I don't care if this is a spoiler, I'm just going to say it right now. In the book, the characters do die. It's not just a vision of Alice where she visions at the fight scene what's going to happen to the Volturi. Sadly, Carlisle in the book and Jasper, a couple of others of the Cullen clan do die. But in the movie, they had to switch it up to make it a happier ending, I guess. Which I found was kind of stupid. I don't know. That's just my opinion. So, what did I think of this book? I thought this was the best out of all the Twilight movies even the books that I've read and watched. So, I would definitely recommend Breaking Dawn for all you Twilight lovers out there, like myself. I've always admired the movies. I don't care if they're not real, for my opinion. They're pretty good. They're really hard to put down. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. That's about it for the Twilight series book reviews. I'm going to try to figure out what other book reviews I'm going to do that series-wise, because this is the only series that I have all the books to. So, yeah. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Blessed be, peace out, and keep on reading.